The cat is out of the bag. The parliamentary elections in the Czech Republic came to a close. Based on the results so far, Andrej Babiš and his ANO party are set to win the 2025 Czech parliamentary elections. What does this mean for the Czech Republic, the EU and Ukraine? What course will the country take under the new leadership? Filip Nerad, Director of the Communications and Marketing at GLOBSEC, joins me now to answer these and more. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining me on World News tonight.
Good evening.
So let's take a broader look. Why do you think ANO won and Babiš won alongside the election today?
Well, on one side, a lot of voters were dissatisfied with the current government, and Babiš promised in the election campaign almost everybody everything. So he promised higher wages, higher pensions, lowering down the retirement age, lower taxes, and so on and so forth. So he tackled the biggest problems of the current Czech society, which is high expenses, higher costs, and that worried a lot of people. And he promised them that he would make their life easier, better. A lot of voters believe him this, so that was the reason for this landslide victory of ANO party of Andrej Babiš.
So now one of the biggest questions that a lot of people are asking is who will ANO actually form a coalition with? What are your predictions?
Well, Andrej Babiš already said that he would like to form his own government, minority government, supported in parliament with other parties. In this regard, we can speak only about two. One is called Motorists. It's a, let's say, conservative right protest party of people who are close to former Czech President Václav Klaus. And this party is also the MEPs of the same parliamentary club in the European Parliament of this Patriots of Europe. So, and the Motorists, it's very probable. Common points and programs. The second party, which is possible to cooperate or support ANO party, is the far right, anti-EU, anti-NATO party of Tomio Okamura. Tomio Okamura and Andrej Babiš doesn't have the best relationship, but SPD doesn't want so many votes. It will, so it's a little bit weakened and is ready to support ANO party. So that these three parties will cooperate, but it's still unclear whether the ANO government with of these two smaller parties in parliament, or whether they build the government or blocks that should start this evening. And so the talk should start very early, and it's very probable that the next Czech government will be composed of these parties, either in a form of minority government supported by two small ones, or some kind of coalition government.
So obviously, there is some sort of a phenomenon surrounding Andrej Babiš based on the popularity that he gained during this parliamentary election. Some claim that he's somewhat of a Trumpian figure in a way. What do you think that people remember about him that made them have him return to the parliament, may have him actually return to the government?
Well, Andrej Babiš and his party are very able to communicate on the social media, and EU rhetoric, a lot of promises to the voters. And so he's a very able communicator, and that helps him to gain the voters. Unlike the current government parties, they were not able to explain to their voters why they had to make some very unpopular decisions like the pension reforms and so on. So for Andrej Babiš, it was easy to convince a lot of people that he would make their life easier, better, and that a lot of people likes to hear this and doesn't care much about where he gets the money for all the promises and so on. So Andrej Babiš is and his party are really good in communication in this election rhetoric, and that convince a lot of people to vote for him or for the party.
So what happens to the Czech armament program introduced by Fiala now, and most importantly, what happens to Ukraine?
Well, Andrej Babiš repeated many times that he wants to cancel the Czech ammunition initiative. That means the program in which the Czech government has been a coordinator of buying ammunition for Ukraine. So this ammunition will stop, at least in the way that the Czech government won't be the coordinator or the manager of this initiative. Andrej Babiš repeats that it should be a task of NATO to do this, which is, well, NATO is not ready to do this thing, because that would mean that it will come into this conflict in Ukraine. So we will see what future will have this initiative. But Czech government under his leadership, very probable leadership, won't be the leader of this initiative, and generally. Future Czech government won't be such a staunch supporter of Ukraine as the current government has been until now. Andrej Babiš repeats that he wants to have a peace in Ukraine, to settle the conflict in a diplomatical way, and not by sending weapons and ammunition to Ukrainians. So Czech Republic will, let's say, stop play, let's say, prominent role in a Ukrainian support. Then it's playing now.
Just a quick question before we go. Do you think that, considering Mr. Babiš's sentiments, he will try to create some sort of a coalition when it comes to European Union with Fico and Orban? Are we going to see some sort of a new bloc being created within the EU?
Well, it's very probable that they will cooperate closely, but they won't agree on all the topics. Yes, they are close to each other in many things. For example, they are not big fans of supporting Ukraine, when we say it so. That's true, but unlike to Fico or Orban, Andrej Babiš is not pro-Russian politician, or he's not ready to meet Vladimir Putin. I would say he's contrary. I'd say he is pro-European in the way that he wants to keep Czech Republic in EU, in NATO. He's a big supporter of Donald Trump, of this transatlantic relation. So in this way, he won't be such a pro-Russian element in the EU as Viktor Orban and Robert Fico sometimes are.
And we will have to put a full stop in there, because our time on the program unfortunately came to an end. Thank you so much for joining me, Filip Nerad, Director of Communications and Marketing at GLOBSEC. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for inviting me.
And so this would be all the latest news for now here on World News Tonight. I'm Klaudia Czerwińska. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you back for more news and features here on TVP World.